Check 1, 2. Checking 1, 2. Is the microphone working? What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports, bringing you our Ohio State Penn State sim. I can't even spell my name right. It's Buckeyes. It's Penn State Nittany Lions. A game that had a lot of jazz earlier in the season, of course. But Penn State has struggled. Ended up firing their coach, of course, and now sit at 3-4 and at a crossroads. The quarterback today is going to be a true freshman from just up the road from where I sit in Lewis Center, Ohio, Olentangy High School, Ethan Grunkmeyer. They are paced by their two talented running backs, Katron Allen and Nick Ellis Singleton. Guys, appreciate you joining me again. My name is Phil Nagy. The channel is Nagy on Sports, only place on YouTube that you can find simulated sporting events with live original commentary. It is Penn State. It is Ohio State. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. Ohio State has dropped to third in the rankings only because they had a second bye, and in the sim, apparently that's a bad thing. So both Texas A&M and Indiana, who went 8-0 last week, are better than 7-0 apparently. Well, the rain's like there, and then it wasn't there, and then it came immediately, Jim. It is raining again. Maybe not quite as hard, but there does seem to be some rain on the screen. There's Ryan Day. He doesn't seem to be fazed by it. You guys took care of business last year in Happy Valley, 20-13. Another goal line stand. All right, Grunkmeyer, again the true freshman from right up the road, Lewis Center, Ohio. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Trying this one again. Cavs are at halftime. We're about to start the second half. Man, over both teams over 50% on the three-point line. That's crazy. See if the Cavaliers can come back. Long season, though. Don't really care about the regular season at this point. Fired over the middle. What a catch. Did he hold on? He did. Big time catch. That's the freshman, Lyric Samuel. Kid 6'4", 185 from the Brooklyn area. And a quick RPO to the left side. That's Trevor Pena. Pena's the transfer wide receiver who came over from Syracuse in the portal. Remember, Syracuse's coach went on social media and made a big rant about this dude's getting, like, sniped out from under him for big loads of cash. Stretch it left side, Allen. He'll get the corner to the 40, 45, first down to the 50. And coming over to make a tackle is Aaron Scott, who's into the game. Aaron Scott, Springfield, Ohio product for the Buckeyes on defense. I did take the opportunity to adjust the depth chart, so C.J. Hicks and Willie Cartford should be out for a while now. As Singleton can't get wide, Sonny Styles all over him. First drive of the game, Buckeyes on defense here. The 3 hardest place to play in the country. Up the middle. I wish they'd let me update the rosters. I mean, I guess I could go back to square one, start the whole season over, force win every single game, but that would take forever, and all the recruiting. So a lot of these Buckeyes are better than even they were out of the blocks. They didn't know Arvell Reese was going to be as good as he is, for sure. Fired over the middle and incomplete, way over the head of the receiver in a 4th and 5. It's going to end in a punt for your Nittany Lions. Decent opening drive. They get past midfield. A couple of nice first downs and an out-of-bounds punt at the 12. Here come the Buckeyes. Here's Riley Pettijohn. There's Arvell Reese. Must have heard him talking about us. On defense, you got to look out. There's that defensive line for sure. Ford, Durant, Fisher, and Nittany, Dennis Sutton are your front-line players there. Zane Durant and Nittany, Dennis Sutton, both superstar emblems underneath of them. First play of the game, rather. Juke move and tackled immediately by Dominic DeLuca, linebacker. One of these very talented seniors who probably could have gone pro or very at least transferred somewhere else. They all came back. They had big designs on doing something important here at Penn State, and it just didn't work out. Obviously, James Franklin now unemployed, $50 million to go away. Gosh, we could all be so lucky to have a job where if we weren't very good at it, they'd get rid of us and give us $50 million to go away. That would be amazing. Back to pass now, Sayan. Sayan fired right side, right at the sticks, and it's James Peoples out of the backfield for a first down, and they convert their first third down of the day to the Buckeyes now. Sayan in a shotgun. A receiver and a tight end in a slot on the left. Here comes Bo Jackson. He'll try the middle. Nowhere to go. He'll be stuck right there. That's Amari Campbell. Amari Campbell, middle linebacker, number 24, 6 foot 230, and he transferred from North Carolina. Didn't want to play for Belichick, wanted to play for James Franklin. Wonder if he'll go somewhere else. Wonder how many of these guys will leave if they're not seniors. So Jackson having a hard time getting started. Penn State has really shut down the run well, and here comes another 3rd and long for Sand and company. 8:55 and counting on the first quarter clock. Julian Sand sends his All-American Jeremiah Smith in motion. But he throws to Claire over the top. He's going to go 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Claire for a touchdown. Trying to be guarded by a defensive lineman, Zariah Fisher. And everybody went with Jeremiah Smith on the drag route. Claire was right over the top and wide open, and he dropped it in a bucket, and he did the rest with his legs. What a play for Claire, and what a beautiful play call. Everybody, look at it, 4 guys going towards number 4 there, and I'm not sure how or why you have an edge rusher covering a tight end one-on-one, but that's what happened, and oh boy, did Max Claire go the distance. Wow, nice start indeed, Jim. Touchdown for the Buckeyes here. Fielding comes in to tack on the extra point. 8:42 in the first quarter to go. 6 plays, 86 yards. That thing was over 50 on the touchdown alone. Nice start indeed. I appreciate everybody being on. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, only place you're going to find simulated sporting events with live original commentary. Thank you again so much to all of our subscribers. We did pick up a couple new ones even this last week. If that was you, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Also hit that thumbs up button as it helps to grow the college football audience. And for those of you who may have joined me a little bit earlier today, I did attempt this sim earlier and YouTube was struggling. I think we had to restart it 5 different times, or I had to restart it 5 different times, at least 3 while the game was going on. The microphone wasn't working for a while, so it was a good rage quit kind of a day. So all 5 of those attempts at it have been deleted permanently from the channel. This is the sim of record. Here, pop pass across the middle of Singleton. Nowhere to go. Sonny Styles and Kenyatta Jackson will bottle him up for a TFL. 3rd and 8. I'm a little surprised. I know I put it in the chat earlier. I'm surprised the Browns haven't made any trades yet, to be honest. Left side throw, incomplete. Jermaine Matthews knocks it out of the hands of Devonta Ross. Devonta Ross, the senior transfer from Troy, not able to bring that one in. Either they're trying to accumulate more draft picks or if they're actually going to be buyers, but I thought if they were going to try to give somebody a chance to play this weekend, the trades would have happened yesterday if you're trading players who want to play. Donaldson up the middle, juke move for 10 for C.J. Donaldson. Now obviously the trade deadline isn't until this coming Tuesday, but I thought maybe we'd get something yesterday, and we did not, so maybe they're not going to make a bunch of trades. Who knows? You know me, if I'm a general manager and I know a guy's not in my long-term plans and I can get something for him, like I'm trading everybody who's not under contract who might be able to get me something. That's just how I am. That's how reckless I would be if I was the general manager. I'd be like, hey, Conklin, you're gone. Teller, you're gone. Posick, you're gone. Joel, you can stay so you can retire. Shelby Harris, you're gone. Jerome Ford, you're gone. Javian Njoku, you're gone. Trade them all. Get as many draft picks. I don't care if they're all 5 and 6 rounders. Like, you stack a couple of those together, and all of a sudden you got a 3rd or a 2nd. If we're going to get a sack here from Dewan Lane and Sam. Well, Ellie, I know you hopped on at the very, very end of the sim, but we had some significant technical difficulties. I had to restart the sim like 5 different times, and I didn't want to have 5 individually little 2-minute videos of sim on. So I deleted all of them and decided to redo it tonight. And so far, the tech is behaving. So not a redo because of the way that the game went, but just because of the way that the tech went in my neuroses about having part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 of the game. I didn't want to do that. I don't think that shows much professionalism, frankly. I'm going to try to have a professional channel as much as possible. So that's why we're doing it again, technically speaking. Here comes Allen up the middle. Big run for Katron Allen, 1st down. He's got 6 carries and 52 yards already. So punishing the Buckeyes on the ground so far. Just the strength of their offense, especially when you're playing a true freshman quarterback. He may have some jitters again. This is his hometown team from about 20 minutes up the road from the stadium. Marvell Reese will get him in the backfield this time, though. Ethan Grunkmeyer from Olentangy High School. He's starting quarterback now with the injury to Drew Allard. 6'2". 207 for Grunkmeyer. No, it says he's a redshirt freshman. I apologize. thought he said he was a regular freshman. Just a redshirt, or apparently a redshirt freshman. Up the middle now on a 3rd and 14. He's going to pick it up and more. Singleton breaking tackles to the 30 to the 30-yard line. They'll call it the 31. And on a 3rd and 16, a 3rd and 14, excuse me, Nicholas Singleton delivers a big-time run that time. 6 foot 224. Trouble this time, and Grunkelmeyer will go down. Renzo Stiles amongst those in the backfield. That was a big run, L.A. L.A., did you play football this season, or are you a freshman in college? I can't remember if this was your senior year or not. You've been a fan of the channel for a long time as we're going to get another sack for the Buckeyes. I'm trying to remember how old you are now. And if you don't feel like comfortable sharing the answer, that's totally fine too. Kenyatta Jackson gets home, and now the Hell's Bell goes again. 3rd and 20, beware the handoff. Allen in the backfield next to Grunkmeyer. He's going to throw this time on a 3rd and 20. Pressure up the middle. Hit as he throws it. Complete. Short catch for Allen, and they'll tackle him right away this time. And that'll lead to a punt. Okay, senior. Okay, that's right. So you are a senior. How is your football season going? Safety, right? You're a safety. Am I remembering this correctly, LA? Buckeyes, 1st down. 44 seconds to go on the 1st quarter clock. Now, quick little RPO back to the right side, trying to get into the hands of Jeremiah Smith. And it gets just 2. Sayin in a shotgun. Could be the last play of the 1st quarter, pending an incompletion, of course. Motion coming from Jeremiah. Try to get that coverage to declare. Sayin fired back left side. Incomplete. Ennis couldn't hold on. 3rd and 8 coming up. Third and 8 with 5 seconds. This will be the last play of the quarter. Left side throw. 1st down, Jeremiah wide open. Oh boy. Would not recommend leaving him wide open there in the middle of the field. Easy 1st down there for the Buckeyes. Sayin to Smith. And the end of 1. Buckeyes 7. 1 rushing yard. Look at that for the Buckeyes. They have been shut down as opposed to Penn State has been able to get 67 on the ground. That's a big difference. And of course the 50-plus yard touchdown to Max Clear, helping the Buckeyes out. All right, out of a pistol now. Flip the field. Give it up the middle to James Peoples. Peoples gets 2, which is more yards than they have before. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, congratulations. Committed to Colorado State. Go Rams. We'll be unofficial Colorado State Rams fans on the channel for you. You've been with us for years. That's very cool. Congratulations. Turn around up the middle. Donaldson got stuck right away as Tegra Shabola got clotheslined by the defensive tackle, and the Buckeyes will punt. We can say we know somebody on the Colorado State Rams football team. Seven 0. Redshirt freshman quarterback from right outside Columbus, Ethan Grunkmeyer completes a pass for 8 yards. That's his tight end, Khalil Dinkins. Dinkins, a big boy, 6'4", 250. Wexford, Pennsylvania. A big, heavy backfield again with 2 tight ends and Katron Allen. Allen up the middle, and he'll be blown up right there. Good tackle in space by the Buckeyes safety. 3rd and 1. Everybody up at the line. It's Scarlett versus White right now. Grunkelmeyer is going to keep it himself, and he gets it. Barely for a 1st down. Grunkmeyer. There's no L in there, Phil. Stop saying Grunkelmeyer. It's just Grunkmeyer. Yeah, well, that's a big part of it for sure. But that's part of growing up, figuring out who you are without your family. And they'll always be your family. They'll always be there to visit, give you advice when you need them. But Colorado's a beautiful state. I think you're going to really like. Assuming you've been on campus, it's beautiful up there. Grunkmeyer will slide down for a gain of 4. Hey, Carter, welcome in. What is up? Grunkmeyer will go to the right side. No, they got the backup quarterback in now. Smolik came into the game, and they moved Grunkmeyer out as a receiver. Jackson Smolik, redshirt sophomore from Van Meter, Iowa, into the game to be a running option. Now Grunkmeyer will roll left. Hit as he throws. Ouch, but somehow holds on for a 1st down. What a catch from Ross as Grunkmeyer got jacked as he let go of the football. Ouch. He'll stay in the game. He'll give to Katron Allen. He'll try to go wide. He won't get there. Igmanosin shuts down the edge for a TFL. Nothing. Brunkmeyer. Pressure up the middle. Nobody stopped him. They blitzed the farm. And Edric Houston gets home and down goes Brunkmeyer. Oh, there you go. Getting your Arvell jersey. Love it. Is it just 8 or did you get it with his name on the back, Carter? Get it customized with his name on the back. 3rd and 17 now. Buckeye faithful getting loud despite a rainy day here in Columbus. Pressure coming again. Brunkmeyer's in trouble. He's going to take off, and he'll be sacked from behind by Bo Atkinson, the transfer from North Carolina, and the Buckeyes will force a punt. Got his name. Nice. Love it. Do the players get a cut of that now? I would hope they get a cut of that now. You buy a jersey with their name on it. And into the end zone this one goes. 7:56 on the second quarter clock. Julian Sayin in a wet football. Yeah, I would like to think that too, for sure. Donaldson now, left side, 20 to the 25. CJ, nice little gain of 6 on first down for the Buckeyes. Still just 7-0. Both defenses playing well. The one big splash play from the Bucs into the end zone is the extent of the scoring so far. Motion coming. Fake the pop pass. Oop, they'll give the jet sweep to Smith, and he just falls forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 for the Buckeyes. They try to get and extend some drives here. They're not running the ball nearly as well as Penn State is. Now Sayin in trouble, it'll be sacked. Austin Serafeld got beat. And there is Zariah Fisher, who's the one who was trying to cover Max Clare on that long touchdown to Max Clare. But he gets his revenge, this time a big 3rd down sack. Zariah Fisher gets home. And there's your captain, your left tackle, Austin Serafeld. But again, the game doesn't know that he's playing very well. And I think he's like a 79 overall rating or something crazy like that. Fisher from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. I had a friend in college from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. She married one of my good friends. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I see. Quick little RPO left side of the tight end. It'll be dropped immediately by guess who? There's your boy, Carter. Arvell Reese. He could be a top 10 pick in April. Talk about an ascension. He has been fantastic. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I could go in and like buff him a little bit because he's been sensational. Not just that he's not the best linebacker, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh, he's the 2nd string middle linebacker behind Sonny Styles. Like, no. This dude's one of the best linebackers on the planet right now. As we're going to get another sack from Kenyatta Jackson, his 2nd of the day, as he beats Nolan Rucci, that right tackle. 3rd and 18. Man, Penn State's had some long ones. They did convert the one. Pressure coming again, and Atkinson gets home. 5th sack of the day for the Buckeyes. And they're going to take back over. We're going to try just a little bit of situational coach mode, just see if we can try to get a drive going here. Oh, he did get a +7. Yeah, I was going to say, he deserves it for sure, but as I was mentioning before, because I'm running this as a dynasty, like, I would have to go all the way back, force win all the outcomes, do all the recruiting over again, and that just feels like a lot of work. All right, sounds good, LA. Take care, buddy. 2nd and 8. So we deal with it as is. And as soon as we go off script, turn around, give it to Mylan Graham. Graham fights for a first down. Oh, nope, they're going to say short. Interesting choice that time. Mylan Graham. Short of the line. RPO, easy first down. Mylan Graham again. A little hurry up, a little tempo here. See what we can get cooking for the Buckeyes. But maybe I should. Sayin fired over the middle. Diving catch! Carnell Tate, what a play! Holy smokes, that was a good catch. I'm saying that, like, I don't have the ability to go in and change it. That's what I mean. Like, in Madden, I can go in and be like, Quinshon Judkins, better than he was supposed to be. Jerry Jeudy, not as good as he was supposed to be. Another RPO to Ennis. First down. Oh, 3rd and inches. So I can go in and manually do those kinds of things. And I like to because, I like the realism. But college you can't change anything about them. Quick throw to Claire for a first down. Does he get out of bounds? He does not. So that's going to take us to the 2-minute timeout. Again, just running just a little situational coach mode, trying to vary the play calls. Back to pass now. And as long as I don't touch the controller, he will throw the pass to open people. In theory. And not just take statue sacks. Back to pass. RPO Peoples up the middle, bullying his way across. He'll pick up 1. It's an important 3rd down here. Important 3rd down for the Buckeyes. Julian Sayin. Fired over the middle, caught by Smith. 3-2, 1st and goal. Buckeyes, and Penn State will call a timeout. All right, now they're in the red zone. Oops. So I'm going to go ahead and give them the controls back. We did our job. We did our job, team. We got them to the red zone. 1st and goal now from the 3. Here comes Bo Jackson. Stuck in the backfield. Big time tackle again by Campbell. And Penn State calls timeout number 2. 1:20 on the clock. They're clearly trying to get the football back. Motion coming from Turbo Rogers, who's into the game now. Pressure coming. Sandy's got space. He's going to run. 3-2. Dives into the end zone. Julian Sayin. Touchdown Buckeyes. With under 80 seconds to go. Super Saiyan into the end zone. He is unfortunately not a Heisman candidate in the sim, but he's playing extremely well for us. And in real life, he is a Heisman candidate. 14-0 now with the kick pending. Julian Super Saiyan into the end zone. Fielding's kick is up, and it's good. 14-0. Buck 15 on the clock. Brutus heads down for some more push-ups. Oh, he's boosted to 91. Gosh, now you're tempting me. Now maybe I should go in and redo them. Force win all the outcomes to be exactly exact. Oh, you're tempting me, Carter. Pressure coming now. Grunkmeyer fires over the middle. Caught by Samuel again, the true freshman. Lyric Samuel, 6'4", 185. Under a minute to go here when this snap comes. Grunkmeyer right at a minute rather. Pressure coming. He'll sidestep. He'll fire right to an open Penn. Igbenogson ran past him. 30 to the 25. Caleb Downs saves a touchdown at the 13-yard line. Trevor Pena with a big run after the catch as Igbenogson took a bad pursuit angle, and Grunkmeyer completes the pass. Let's watch this. Number 1, Igbenogson. Turn around, should be able to tackle him right there, but whoop, takes a bad angle, runs right by, and Caleb Downs saves a touchdown, but they are into field goal range immediately. Oh, you're saying the update isn't coming, but hasn't shown up, but will be coming, is what you're saying. I understand. Now here's Jackson Smolik, the running quarterback. He'll try to go to the right. Nowhere to go. He'll be bullied in the backfield, and they only have 1 timeout, so they got to hurry. Up the middle now. Tackled in the backfield again. They're going to call their last timeout. 11 seconds to go. Buckeyes have been so good in the red zone on defense. 11 seconds to go. Motion coming from Dinkins, the tight end. Back to pass, Grunkmeyer. Pressure in his face, fired left side, caught 3-2, but they're not going to have time to line it back up, I don't think. As soon as they blow the whistle, is he going to be able to snap it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's looking to the sideline. Oh, no, that was Madden-level time management. Oh, boy. Madden-level time management was they look to the sideline and can't get the spike in. It is tomorrow. Okay, love it. Well, maybe I'll have a little weekend project to redo our whole sim season just to get these Buckeye players where they should be. Or I just wish, especially like our offensive line, like get the sim, they're like, Philip Daniels is like a 75. Seaverfield's like a 78 at left tackle. Like, they're playing better than that. 14-0 at half. They really try. There's this play at the end of the half where Pena got all the way down there, but once again, the Buckeyes, tremendous in the red zone on defense and keep them out. 14-0. Buckeyes are going to get the second half kick. Again, I'm Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Only place you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary. Also, do not let your eyes deceive you. I had the opportunity to go call a real sporting event last week, my first real one. And I'm going to try to do a few more and keep stacking them on there and eventually get a little bit of a reel so I can send it to networks and different things. And who knows, maybe you'll hear me broadcast a game somewhere. So I had the opportunity to do high school volleyball, which is a sport that I know very well as a coach, obviously. And I had a really fun time doing it. It's already got over 100 views, so somebody's watching it, which is crazy to me to think of that. But yeah, public school teacher by day, amateur musician by night, and wannabe play-by-play broadcaster. Max Clare with a big gainer to the 40-yard line, and here come the Buckeyes. A couple of plays and a couple of first downs. I'm grateful for all our subscribers. You guys are really the best. That's why we keep doing it. Turn around, give it to Bo Jackson. Finally, Jackson, 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35. Bo Jackson, finally. He has been bottled up a lot today, getting past that line. And once he gets in some space, watch out, because he is shifty. And that was a nice big gain for Bo Jackson, by far his best run of the day. Now they're going to the true freshman, Anthony Turbo Rogers, who I don't think we've seen in real life yet, actually. Clearly going to redshirt him. Tate layers that ball across the line, and they'll give him the first down for Carnell Tate. Carter, have you... Bo Jackson, that's what most of his runs have been today. Have you recovered from Justin Fields and the New York Jets getting off the schneid against your Bengals this past weekend? I mean, I know the Browns are bad, but man, to lose to the Jets, it's a tough one. Out route to clear, 20, 15, first down. He'll be spun down, stays on his feet to the 10-yard line. First down, Max Clare. Concerted effort to go to Max Clare today, and that's 200 passes completed apparently in the sim season for Julian Sayin. Clare, I'm not sure they've really tapped into him just yet. And I have this theory. I'm not alone. Plenty of other people are saying this too, that the Buckeyes are handling this season very interestingly, very professionally, as Donaldson's going to walk into the end zone untouched. Buckeyes pouring it on now, where they're not trying to be flashy. They're not trying to run up the score. They are being vanilla as possible while showing you how good they are, because they understand that it's a 16-game season and that nothing can happen in September, October, November that can help you better than just winning and surviving and moving on to the next one. So they are very much in a survive and advance kind of a thing. And it hasn't been super pretty. It hasn't needed to be. And yeah, they're not, Indiana has to beat people 60-0 because they're Indiana and people still don't believe that they're very good. Like, who cares? Whatever, 24-6. That's a nice win at Washington. Oh, 35-0. So I don't think this game is like a 20.5 spread on Saturday. I'm not sure the Buckeyes are even going to cover that, but I could see them winning like 21-3. And it's like, yeah, it's fine. We won comfortably, but we didn't have to show you a lot. We didn't have to I've heard them say that they're using less than half their playbook right now. And they're just, hey, we're just going to go out there. We're going to be good. We're going to execute. We're going to play hard and just win and get to the next one. Win and get to the next one. Win and get to the next one. I think he's really learned that lesson throughout the playoffs last year, and I think it's frankly brilliant. They're probably not going to get a lot of individual awards. You know what I mean? Like Smith's probably not going to win the Heisman. We're going to get a holding on Owe and Sayin, going to maybe go to New York, but probably not going to win the Heisman just because he doesn't have all the stats, because they've been pulling him at halftime, pulling him in the third quarter. Because being healthy and undefeated is the goal, and that's kind of the way that they've approached it. Very workmanlike so far this season. So it's been fun. I mean, it's been good to watch. But yeah, would it be more fun to win 70-0 all the time? Like, sure. And I'm sure they could roll teams, but that's not necessarily his MO. Now this week, there's a little bad blood, of course, between Ryan Day now and Jim Knowles. So maybe he does run it up a little bit. Maybe he does run it up. I don't know. We'll have to see. By the end of the week, Carter, wow. Well, I would say the same thing that I'm telling Browns fans. Like, who's out there that's better that you are excited about bringing in? Or do you think you just bring in like a Robert Saleh type, like a defensive-minded guy, because your offense is so good it's going to take care of itself once Joey B gets back? It's an interesting question. I don't know who would want the Browns job who's going to be a better coach than Kevin Stefanski is. I think he's just got a crappy roster. Deep shot, right side, Sayin into double coverage, and it's picked off. Arm punt down to the 5, picked off by A.J. Harris. He's going to get a big return all the way back to the 43-yard line. A.J. Harris, the transfer from Georgia, very talented cornerback. Interesting choice there for Sayin to arm punt into double coverage. John Gruden, okay, that's who you want. Well, that would be an interesting hire. Harris picks it off, and if he got tackled at the 5, it's like, okay, whatever. But Sayin chucked that thing into double coverage, and we've seen Tate make those catches before, but he's probably criminally underrated as well. Well, Grunkmeyer with a new set of downs here. He'll give it to Katron Allen. He'll try to go wide, and on the pistol, and just nowhere to go. Caden Curry and Sonny Styles, who was also not wearing number 0, and I can't even change that. So my guess is he's number 0 in the roster update. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't know why I'm telling myself I'm not going to. It's going to take hours, but I'm going to do it because that's what I do. So I want it to be as realistic as possible. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to force win every outcome again in all those games to give us an accurate record. I'm going to have to go through. I'm going to have to do all the recruiting again. All these 5-star kids. I'm going to have to go back and recruit them again, but I'll do it for you guys. Right side throw to Ross for a first down. Because I'm a man of the people. The Sim people. Stretch it left side. No, they'll boot action out of it. Then they'll throw deep shot left side. Matthews is down there and he picks it back off. Actually, it's Styles who picks it off. So back-to-back interceptions. Lorenzo Styles Jr. goes up high and snags it out of the air. Grunkmeyer can't believe it. Everybody went with the running back on that boot action. He thought for sure the wide receiver would be open. Somehow the wide receiver was double covered. Matthews and Styles were down there. He was so excited. He said, look, everybody went. He just turned and flipped that thing. 1, 2, picked off. Buckeye football. I will have you know that in my volleyball my volleyball broadcast last week where I did live play-by-play, I only said the word football once instead of volleyball. I'm pretty proud of myself for that, because of the over 1,000 football games that I've called now on the Sim channel. It's the first volleyball game that I'd called, even though, again, I watch and play a lot of volleyball. Coach a lot of volleyball. Another big gainer for Jackson. Spin move past midfield to the 40-yard line. And now the running game's starting to come to life just a little bit. 5:33 to go, third quarter. Buckeyes with a 3-touchdown lead. Donaldson will try to get wide, deny Dennis Sutton. Oh, he will get around him to the 30, to the 25. What a run for Donaldson. I did not expect him to get around that edge. That was crazy. Running laterally is so difficult in this game. Right side to strike to Bo Jackson out of the backfield. He's down at the 8. And a goal-to-go situation for the Buckeyes, looking for touchdown number 4 here. Motion coming from Carnell Tate. And everybody running to the right. Donaldson, 3, 2, 1, his second of the day. C.J. Donaldson into the end zone of the Buckeyes. 27, the Nittany Lions, 0. And Terry Smith, the interim head coach, who I did go in and create him and make myself the coach of Penn State because I had to do some adjusting of their depth chart. Taking Drew Aller out for first and foremost. They had a couple of receivers shuffled as well. Tony Rojas, their talented linebacker, is out as well. So I had to make a couple changes. The same way that I took C.J. Hicks out for the Buckeyes and put Bo Jackson as the starting running back over James Peoples in many more formations. Tackled immediately by James Peoples. Actually, probably Riley Pettyjohn. They wear the same number. Grunkmeyer from Olentangy High School, playing in the stadium for the team he grew up rooting for. Now he'll step up, fired left side, good throw, almost failed, it is picked again. Aaron Scott got it. Interception for the Buckeyes, and it's Aaron Scott, number 5 on the field, number 1 in your hearts, the sophomore from Springfield High School in Springfield, Ohio, and he is coming on this season. He's playing very well, and he gets a big pick there. Aaron Scott Krugmeyer felt the pressure, but he had a pretty good platform, but Aaron Scott makes a great play. Getting some time in that backfield. Now Sand back into the game. 5-step drop for him. Now he's going to be sacked. Hit 3 different times and eventually goes down tonight. Dennis Sutton, the first one that got there. Also Zion Tracy, the nickelback, in there as well. There's Dennis Sutton. Tracy, that's 7. But tonight Dennis Sutton, the one that sort of finishes him off. You can see Zane Durant in there as well, 28. All sorts of Nittany Lions in the backfield that time. 28-0. Buckeyes leading. RPO left side, caught by Innes, tackled immediately, gain of 1. 5 catches, just 33 yards for Innes. He's just having a hard time getting past that line of scrimmage on those RPOs today. 3rd and 16 now. Sand, 4-man rush. He'll be sacked again. Zariah Fisher one more time coming around. They ran a little game on that left side of the offensive line for the Buckeyes, right side of the defensive line. The TE, the tackle and stunt. And Zariah Fisher ends up getting... Oh, he actually just swim. He just rushed from the outside. Interesting. I thought he was lined up inside. I was wrong. Looked like they ran a stunt. They did not. Punt coming for Joey Mack. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Who's Penn State? Are they just teasing you? I teach middle school kids, so it made me giggle. Back to pass now. Grunkemeyer. He'll step up. He's got space. 25 to the 30. He'll slide wisely in front of Caleb Downs because he will take your clock right on off your head. 2nd and 5. No, you're good, Sean. I'm just teasing you. I have typos all the time. In fact, when I started the first message of this entire game it's been retracted by me because I said welcome Nagy action instead of Nagy Nation. So who knows? 3rd and 8 now. Grunkemeyer back to pass. Somebody being held, no call. Fired right side into traffic. Caught over the top! All the way out of the backfield, and it was Singleton, and he beat Arvell Reese all the way down the field. Big time play, and once again, the running backs are the biggest playmakers today for the Penn State Nittany Lions. 43-yard pass from Grunkemeyer. A big old wheel route that time to Nick Singleton, and Arvell Reese was step for step with him, but a good throw beats good coverage. And a big first down for the Penn State Nittany Lions, trying to get off of the scoreboard schneid right here. Singleton up the middle once again. He'll be stacked up by some scarlet jerseys. The Silver Bullets, they're back. I wonder where James Franklin ends up. Maybe like Vata. I think I've got a good buddy who's a professor at Virginia Tech. He's, become a Virginia Tech. He's obviously a Buckeye for life, but a Virginia Tech fan, certainly. Because he works there and goes to games, takes his family and stuff. But I think James Franklin would be great at Virginia Tech. They would love going 10-2. Same thing for Penn State. Had a little bit of the Cincinnati Bengal conversation. Like, who does Penn State think they're going to hire? Who can be better than James Franklin? Like, they were in the Final Four last year. Their AD was like, we want to win national championships. There's only like 3 dudes on the planet right now who have won national championships who are actively coaching, and none of them are going to leave their schools to come to your school. I don't see like Urban or Nick Saban or like any of the old guys coming back out of retirement for it. I don't. Same thing with like LSU and Florida. Like Florida State could be. It's like, what do these teams think that they're going to do that's going to be better? Like, you're going to pick up the hot young coordinator and hope that it works out? Like, or is it like everybody's going to go after the guy from Vandy, or everybody's going to go after the guy from Mizzou, or everybody, like, those are SEC programs. Like, they've got deep pocketbooks too. So it's going to say that like or like Matt Rule. They're talking about Matt Rule from Nebraska as Bo Atkinson gets his hat trick. Bo/Cam Atkinson. So yeah, you think they shouldn't have fired him in the middle of the season, Sean, as a Penn State fan. I was surprised when it happened. He said he was shocked. Picked again! Grunkemeyer, Igbenosin picks it off on a 4th and 20. And the Buckeyes are going to take over. One more drive. We may go to some backups here just to see some of the kids. So yeah, I was surprised there. I know he said he was shocked by it. I was shocked by it. Like, yeah. Just crazy. Especially for the buyout. I heard some rumors that Adidas was the driving force and that they wrote the check, which is equally scary for different reasons. Donaldson, he's been real shifty today. Oh, now he'll shove a guy to the ground and he'll run for about 9 after the contact. Beautiful run for C.J. Donaldson and a first down. Buckeyes who are running chew clock mode already. Love that for us. Turn around this time, Bo Jackson. He'll put his foot in the ground past the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him a gain of 4. Oh, yeah? Well, UCLA had just been so bad, and they fired their coach the week prior, too, as Donaldson's going to keep breaking away. So he's having a monster day today. Donaldson now 11 carries, 83 yards, and his 2 touchdowns. Because they were just so abysmally bad for those first 4 or 5 weeks, UCLA was, before that game where they beat Penn State. Just a wild season, man. I mean, that's why these networks are paying billions and billions of dollars, because it's one of the last unscripted things, well, depending on which conspiracy theories you watch or listen to. It's one of the last unscripted things still left is sports, and football is king, NFL and college right behind it. And a middling MAC football game is going to do the same number on TV that like Major League Baseball games get or NBA games get. It's crazy. 2nd and 6. Sands got lots of time. Now he'll roll out of it. Now he'll take off. 10 to the 5, 3, 2, and he'll be stuck right there at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for Julian and company. Buckeyes 28, Nittany Lions 0. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here this evening. Fake the jet sweep. Give it to Donaldson. Again, he's got 3 touchdowns today. C.J. Donaldson. What a performance for him. That is probably time to go ahead and super sub some people. Put the backups in. NASA backups. All right. Whoops. Well, next quarter is the end of the game, I guess. 35-0. 8 plays, 65-yard drive after the interception. And the Buckeyes, in all 3 phases, taking care of Penn State in this one. Appreciate everybody joining me. Phil Nagy on Sports is the channel. The only place that you're going to find simulated sporting events with live original commentary. Little pop pass across the middle. And he'll try to go wide. Not super well. And that's Tyseer Denmark, redshirt freshman from the Philadelphia area. Tyseer Denmark. Cool name. Now up the middle, as they've gone to their backups as well. And so that is the backup running back, Cam Wallace. Cam Wallace, redshirt sophomore. Smolik fired over the middle, caught, first down by the receiver, Denmark, as they've gone to their backup. So Jackson Smolik in there, redshirt sophomore, 6'1", 205, again from Van Meter, Iowa. Smolik fired on the run, caught again. Another one for Tyseer Denmark. 5'10", 190-pound redshirt freshman, Imhotep Charter. That's where he went to high school in Philly. Smolik, pressure from behind. Josh Mickens gets home. Now we play the game of does Phil know all the backup numbers? For the most part, I feel pretty good about it. 2nd and 17 as Smolik got taken down that time. Of course, Sonny Styles is still in there, and I apologize. He should not be the backup to himself in the middle linebacking position. In our base 4-2-5. Pressure coming around the edge. Oh boy, Devin Sanchez. He's not wearing the right number either. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, Carter. It's just going to take me some time, but I'm going to do it before next week's sim. Before the Purdue sim, I will update it with everybody's new stuff. As Sanchez comes on a blitz, Taiwan Malone, I'm not sure why Andrew Houston's in there either. Even though he's a sophomore. 3rd and 25 now. Jackson Smolik in a shotgun here as both teams have emptied the bench. Back to pass. Little little screen to the left side to Nick Singleton, who's randomly in the game, and on a 4th and 25, they're going to go for it. Why not? Love your aggression there. Terry Smith, interim head coach. Back to pass. CJ Hicks just buried deep in the depth chart. He should not be in, incomplete. Nice play that time by Bryce West. And look at Keen Holtz. Still gives it to Bo Jackson. Big run left side, Bo Jackson. I guess technically he's the backup. And I have so many of those guys formation subbed. You're going to see still the combination of the same three. Probably. Because I think formation subs override your depth chart, I think. Keen Holtz fired left side on a rope, but over the head of Mylan Graham. Here's one of the Armstrong twins in at left tackle. Or right tackle, excuse me. Oniawo at left tackle. Up the middle, Donaldson. He'll try to go wide. He'll be stuck in the backfield, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, a pretty good fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 coming up. Under 5 minutes to play here. Buckeyes all over the Nittany Lions in this one. Up the middle again, Donaldson. First down. Got it. And he's over 100 for the day on that carry. Really good running day for CJ Donaldson. They have 1 rushing yard in the whole first quarter. They've really poured it on here in the last 3. Peoples to the left. He'll get through for a gain of 6. James Peoples. He's the one, frankly, he's really the only player in the entire Buckeye roster I think's underperformed from what we thought. Here's James Peoples. Bo Jackson up the middle. We've got Isaiah West has looked good. We've got two more commits committed next year. I could see Peoples transferring, to be honest. How about Anthony Turbo Rogers into the end zone? Speaking of young running backs, he's the one who flipped from Alabama in the middle of the cycle. And Turbo is into the end zone, and the Buckeyes are pouring it on now with the backups. Like literally, as I think about the entire roster and roughly where the guys have been rated coming in, I think everybody has overperformed. I mean, I don't know, maybe not Jeremiah Smith. He was a 98 coming in, so I don't think he's necessarily under or overperformed. I think he's been about as advertised. But like Carnell Tate's a 91, I think he should be higher. Claire was like an 89 or a 90. Maybe Claire's could go down a couple of points, but otherwise, like literally everybody else should be buffed. Like, that's how dominant this team is. Good tackle there by Caden McDonald, who's had a good season. Jackson Smolik in a shotgun now. Fiend. 2:48 to go in this game. He'll hand it off up the middle. Nick Singleton will try to go to the middle, and he'll be knocked to the ground by Arvell Reese, who should not be in the game, but he is. A diamond of receivers to the top of the screen. Buckeyes rush 4 up the middle. Smolik on the run, over the throw of everybody. 4th and 9, and they'll just punt this one away now. Been all Buckeyes here today. 7-0 at the first quarter, and then the floodgates have opened, and Penn State is just overmatched. And you know they're going to play hard on Saturday. I mean, this is their national championship. Season not going the way that any of them had planned, especially all those seniors who came back, didn't start their NFL careers or transfer somewhere else. They thought they wanted to run it back and win one, and it has just not gone their way. And now Drew Aller out for the year. He was a can't-miss top 10 prospect, and now I don't know, what do you draft him in the 3rd round? Maybe he's where he belongs. All these can't-miss first-day guys. I mean, you think about like Morris Sellers or Arch Manning. Like those guys might not even leave because they need so much seasoning. Carson Beck. Now we're talking about Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, Ty Simpson. Like these are the guys you're talking about as like the top quarterbacks off the board of the draft, which is just wild. How about that 3rd and 8 run from Turbo Rogers for a first down? It'll be wild. On the Browns, I'm still taking best players available, even if that means like Caleb Downs and Arvell Reese. Peoples to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Are another run. Is that 6 rushing touchdowns now for the Buckeyes, I think, in this one. And it has been a beatdown. I think Donaldson's got 3. Peoples has got 1 now. Sayen's got 1 at least. I'm not sure if Bo Jackson has 1 or not, but the beat down in Buckeye Town is on, and poor Ethan Grunkmeyer, not the homecoming he had hoped. I'm sure he's got a ton of his fans in here from Olentangy. Again, about 25 minutes from the stadium, just up the road is where he is from. Penn State quarterback. Kind of like Drew Aller from Medina, another Ohio kid. But Jackson Smolik's in the game right now. He's from Iowa. And Smolik back to pass with 23 seconds left. Fires it left side. Caught by Liam Clifford, another Ohio kid. Of course, the younger brother of Sean Clifford, the former Penn State quarterback from St. X. Smolik again. Fired right side. Caught. Drilled immediately. That's the tight end, and that's the ball game. Buckeyes win after the catch from Aaron Raplayaya. They win the Penn State rivalry. They're 26th of the rivalry. Does not have, he only had 97 yards. You got to be kidding me. I thought he had over 100 for sure. Oh, well. My internal math wasn't working super well, I guess. There was one of his three. Tough man to bring down in close quarters as he shoved the linebacker to the ground on that one. Oh, come, let's sing Ohio's praise with songs to alma mater raise. Ohio. The Buckeyes are undefeated. They should go back to number 1, but we'll see. The sim is being weird from time to time. And there you go, 49-0. Let's take a quick look at the statistics. Again, it was close for a quarter. Look at that, close for a half. And that fourth quarter really got out of hand in the third quarter. So really big second half for the Buckeyes, in this one. Grunkmeyer today, 15 for 19, 196. Pretty good day for the freshman, but he did throw 2 interceptions. Smolik, 6 for 9 for 57. He also threw an interception. So 3 picks for the Buckeyes is awesome for the defense. Kit Nagy today, 14 for 44. He actually went backwards near the end of the game. He was over 50 yards earlier in this one. Singleton, 4 for 31 in this one, and then both the quarterbacks getting sacked, which shows up as rushing stats for them. Pena, 4 for 82 with a big 56-yarder. That didn't end up in anything at the end of the half. Kyron Hudson, 3 for 37. That's Kyron Hudson. That's not, that's the wrong number on the roster. I thought it was the Myra kid. Anyway, Ross, Singleton, 3 for 40 out of the backfield as well in this one. Kit Nagy also had a catch. Just trying to get those guys the football. Mari Campbell, your transfer middle linebacker from North Carolina, 15 tackles for him, 9 for DeJuan Lane, 7 for Zakee Wheatley, and the 9 to Sutton. Sacks today, 2 for Zariah Fisher, half sacks for Tracy, Dennis Sutton, Campbell, and DeJuan Lane. The 1 interception today was by A.J. Harris, had that 38-yard return as Cheyenne tried to fight it into some double coverage in that third quarter. 19 to 21 he was today, though. 241. That's 90% completions with a touchdown and interception. Keenholz was 0 for 1 in his quarter of relief. Bo Jackson, 17 for 94. Donaldson, 14 for 97. So how about that? 94 and 97 from your top 2 running backs. Bo Jackson's only an 80 overall, by the way. Sam got sacked, of course, but he did have a rushing touchdown. Oh, I was right. Turbo had one. So they did have 6 rushing touchdowns and 5 for 50 for the touchdown. So they ran the ball extremely well after a slow, they have 1 rushing yard in the first quarter. Still a quiet day for the receivers because they didn't need them. Ennis, 5 for 33, 4 for 32 for Jeremiah, 4 for 111, including the 75-yard touchdown to Max Clear. Just 2 for Tate, 2 for Graham, 1 for Bo Jackson, 1 for James Peoples out of the backfield. Defensively today, a lot of tackles for Arvell Reese. He had 10 of them, 8 for Sonny Styles as well, including 4 and 5 tackles for loss, respectively. Sacks today, 2.5 for Bo Atkinson, 1.5 for Kenyatta Jackson Mickens, Houston, Styles, Sanchez with 1, halves for Reese and for Sonny Styles. Picks today by Lorenzo Styles, Davidson Igbinosun, and the true sophomore Aaron Scott in this one. Buckeyes with a big win. I will show you the top 25 again. It's not exactly the same, but I've been trying to recreate, or every single Power 5 result has been recreated, so I can at least try to get the playoffs to be pretty darn close. So here's where we're at. Obviously, this game notwithstanding just yet. As I told you a week ago, Texas A&M and UCLA, both with their wins, jumped the Buckeyes because they were on bye. Alabama at 4, Georgia at 5. Then you have Oregon, BYU, Ole Miss, Georgia Tech, Miami. There's your top 10. Then you have Texas. That's higher than they are in real life. Texas Tech, Notre Dame, Louisville, Vanderbilt, Michigan, Oklahoma, LSU, Tennessee, USC, Missouri, Tulane, Utah, Nebraska, and then Navy is 7-0 in our sim. So I have not been, I don't know what they are in real life, but I don't think they're quite 7-0. I have not been force winning their outcomes. Just the Power 5, of which they are not in a Power 5 conference. Heisman list, none of the Buckeyes are on there. It's Haynes King from Georgia Tech, Gunnar Stockton from Georgia, Marcel Reed from Texas A&M, Byron Brown from UCF, or USF rather, and Devin Dampier from the Utah Utes in this one, who transferred as well. A couple of these guys transfer quarterbacks for their respective teams. All right, guys, this one was a lot of fun. Appreciate you joining me again. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. Browns are on bye, so no Browns sim tomorrow, which is good because it's trick-or-treating in our neighborhood and maybe yours as well. So the evening sim time will be used to pass out candy and drink hot cider, which is what I do on trick-or-treat night. Have a great night, guys. Take care of yourselves. Glad the tech worked better this time for us. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Go Bucks! And as always, go Browns!